Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about the spiritual consequences of people pleasing. I have my notes here. Well, number one, people pleasing is a form of self-abandonment. Okay, so we're talking about working on ourselves, healing, growing, and the last thing we want to do is abandon ourselves or continue to abandon ourselves. So let's talk about the spiritual consequences. One, you choosing to people please is a disconnection from your authentic self. And we talked about this in the last video. You're not being honest and truthful to your real self and how you really feel inside. You suppress these things. You're not doing what feels true to you. Okay, so there's a disconnection from your inner voice or your intuition, or you even following that. People pleasing weakens your personal boundaries. And when you weaken your personal boundaries, what happens? People don't respect you, right? And it's permitted because we don't enforce our own personal boundaries and our own shields, right? So it's like, well, you get what you get because you didn't stand up for yourself. Okay. Without healthy boundaries, you absorb other people's emotions. Okay, and I know for people who watch my oracle readings, we talk about this a lot, how you have to shield yourself against outside energy, outside forces. You take on responsibilities that aren't yours. You start taking on other people's karma or karmic debt. You become energetically depleted, leaving you feeling empty or tired or exhausted or drained. Number 3, you repeat the same life lessons over and over and over until you get it. Now, I know some people I've shared this with before, they have a hard time receiving this information or believing it, yet in their lives, they repeat the same patterns over and over and over, just with different people. They think the lesson is done, but it's not. It's the same cycle or the same type of experience, just with a different face, okay? That relationship could appear through your relationship, your friendships, your family dynamics, or your work situations. Okay, number 4, we talked about this in the last video. You become resentful. Resentment sets in and energy drains. You end up giving more than you receive back. We talked about that in the last one. Saying yes when you mean no and carrying responsibilities that are not yours. Leaving you exhausted, bitter, this is my screen, or feeling unseen. Number 5, living according to other people's expectations. Now, this is a huge one, especially with things like families. I call them the order. When you go against the order or the family expectations, it becomes a problem. And a lot of us have to work on our people pleasing so that we can start disrupting these family programming that we operate in, right? And having to meet other people's expectations. I mean, it's to the point where you have to meet other people's expectations and they don't even meet their own expectations. That's a problem. That's the thing that we need to clean up collectively. So that could also delay you from making important decisions and having to rely on approval from others or approval seeking, ignoring your inner calling. Because what if you're here because you have a different mission or a higher mission, but you don't feel either worthy enough or strong enough or have the courage enough to deny or reject other people's expectations, and you're following that path versus what your soul actually came here to do. This is a lot of people's, and this certainly was mine in the past. Stay in situations you've outgrown. Some of us, we stay in relationships that we've totally outgrown. We try to make it work or try to force things with others when it's clear as day that it's not going to work. But we stay stuck in fear or duty, obligation, and stay connected to these people. And that is basically you're not growing. You're stagnant. Avoid taking necessary risks as well. Number 6, difficulty trusting your own intuition, which we talked about that in the past. You start maybe doubting yourself more, not trusting yourself, and your intuition is not growing. It's actually getting weaker, or you start disconnecting from it. Intuition grows stronger when you learn to trust your own inner guidance rather than constantly seeking permission. Okay, and the last one, is this the last one? I think I have a few more. Number 7, the loss of sovereignty. Oh my gosh, I love this. And it's so true. You start feeling powerless, like you don't have control over your situation, that you don't have the ability to choose differently. And if it's like, some people even start giving up on themselves or their goals or their dreams or their wishes because of this. That's why this is so important. Okay, I do have more. And the last one, 8, you delay your personal growth. Growth happens when we are able to disappoint others because of their, I'm gonna call it, false expectations of us, the things that they should be focused on for themselves versus trying to project those things on us. Being misunderstood, being willing to be misunderstood by others because you're now choosing yourself. You're choosing your own path. A lot of people don't have the courage to do that. And now you have the tools. You know what to do. This is being highlighted for a reason. Setting boundaries, saying no. You can now do that, or you're going to work on now doing that. Do you know how many people struggle with this? And ultimately, the growth that you'll be experiencing is choosing yourself, right? Can you, and I'm going to leave you with a question. Can you remain loving while also being true to yourself? Absolutely. And I will add, people will respect you more. The right people will respect you more. Now, the wrong people for you may be the villain in their story, but that's okay. You are ranking up spiritually. You are growing.